Here's a few tips that will help you pick out a second-hand tool in good condition. All right, this is our Makita combo we've picked up from Cash Converters, 155 bucks, 5 amp hour battery in excellent condition. Don't worry about the markings on there, that doesn't determine the quality. Been on an overnight charge, no errors have popped up, fully charged. Singing charger. What model is this? It's the DBO 180 sander. Super smooth compared to the cheaper Ryobi sander that I picked up. Now, when you're selecting second-hand tools, don't worry about any markings and stuff over the tool. This is obviously used by a sloppy painter or a plasterer. Got all shit over their tools. You can still see all the Makita emblem, the 5 amp hour symbol, not a problem at all. Overall, it's in good nick. It hasn't had too many drops. The casing is in excellent condition, no cracks. So this, to me, usually is a fantastic battery. I've bought maybe 3 or 4 second-hand batteries out of the dozen or so that I've got in my collection. Haven't had one fail yet. Now, with your tools, you can see it's got paint and plaster over the tool. This one's not too bad. I've cleaned it up a little bit. But overall, this tool is in excellent condition. The on-off buttons aren't worn at all. They're in fantastic condition. The grip, although it's coming off a little bit here, that's pretty normal wear and tear. My drill's not that old, and these rubbers are a bit shit sometimes. All the logos and symbols are intact, so it hasn't been thrown around or rummaged through a toolbox too often. Now, this one was missing the adapter for the dust chute, but I've got a spare one of those, or you can hook it up to your vacuum cleaner. The only thing I noticed with this tool is the pad on the bottom is a bit worn, but I'll show you how to replace that, and it's very cheap as well. The first thing I did was take the battery, whack it into the charger, make sure no errors pop up. All you want to see is the charging light, solid light, which means the battery is charging. Any flashing lights, green and red, the battery is no good. Next thing, I take the battery, make sure it's got some charge in it, whack it into the tool. Make sure the tool works. In this case, the battery was completely dead, so I borrowed another battery and the tool worked fine. Obviously the charger was working, so that's good. The battery was working, no errors, that's good. But check out the part numbers on the logos there. I know for a fact I keep my tools in excellent condition. So mine is a bit worse than this one. So definitely this tool, going by that section there and the markings, that's hasn't had heaps of wear and tear. The pad can be replaced for 20 bucks. Overall, this is excellent. The buttons aren't worn. There's no cracks in the activation buttons as well. Same as the ones on my drill. They're in excellent condition. Just comparing the two, straight away I can tell that just because this has a few marks on it, this is an excellent tool to pick up. So yeah, just at first glance, make sure the battery works with the charger, works in the tool. If it's got any buttons on the battery, check those. Make sure no errors pop up. Make sure the buttons on your tools are in good condition, that you can see the part numbers, and overall the logos are in okay condition. No cracks. Don't worry about the rubbers or any other markings like these white bits of plaster. That doesn't determine the overall condition of the tool. And just checking those few things, you're always bound to pick up an excellent tool that will last you for years and years. You can tell I keep mine in better condition. These batteries are in way better condition. This grinder I thrash, but it's in excellent condition. All right, so this used to be a 125 millimeter sanding base. It's shrunk down a bit. Somebody doesn't know how to use their sanders. They've eaten into the edge way too much. This has been reduced down to 115 millimeters. It doesn't really Velcro that good, although when you do start the machine up, we'll pop the battery in there. You could get away with it. If I push down, turn it on. It does actually grip on fairly well, as you can see. So you could get away with that, but I've found myself a brand new one. Makita only make one disc, suits all of these models right here. Make sure you get the ones with the 3 screw holes. But yeah, Makita only make one disc to replace all of their sanding discs in 125 millimeters. So we'll whip this off. As you can see, you could have got away with that, but the diameter has reduced down to 115 millimeters, and I want to use 125 millimeter discs, which is what they're supposed to come with. Let's get that replaced. So all we really need is a Phillips head screwdriver, either on your impact driver or drill, or just a hand screwdriver. So what we'll do, we'll just take out these 3 screws right here. A bit easier with the impact driver, as you don't have to hold the disc as much. Make sure you secure your driver into here. 1, 2, 3. And that disc comes off as easy as that. Pop your screws out. Now this backing plate needs to come off here as well. We'll give that a bit of a clean up. And there's our replacement sanding disc. We'll pop this one out of the packet. Now these are only 20 bucks, so quite an easy fix or an upgrade for a used tool. Pop this one out of the bag. Now we'll check the difference in diameter. Look at that. If we put that on the edge, that's how much it's worn down by. Crazy. And let's check the resistance from the Velcro. Pop that on there very gently. Oh yeah, that's heaps better. Way better. You feel the difference as well. All right, let's give this a bit of a blowout. Blake, can I have the blower there? We've got our Airboy blower. We'll give this a bit of a blowout. So that little seal there needs to just pop back in a little bit, so we'll just fix that while we're here. That's a bit more rounder. All right, might just start it up with the pad off. That's pretty good. So don't be worried about this washer. It's a bit offset, but as you can see, that's where you get your random orbital motion from. As you can see, that spins perfectly true. But from the center, you get that random orbital motion. All right, time for the new disc. We'll just pop our retainer back on, which lines up with the 3 holes. Like so, fit to the left. That looks pretty good. Then we'll pop that back onto the machine. This can go any direction. Just make sure you line your holes up. Right about there. So it will positively engage. Now you just pop your screws back in. 1, 2, and where's our 3rd screw? Over here. Yeah, just get these started very gently. You don't want to cross thread them. 1, 2, 3. We'll just check these by hand with our screwdriver. Look at our trusty Wera bit screwdriver here, which I keep on me at all times. It's fantastic. Just crank them up by hand. That's actually quite good. That was perfect impact driving by myself, if I don't say so. All right. That's all there is to it. Very easy to change over your Velcro pad on your sander. I'm sure most sanders are very similar. Ryobi has 4 screws, but pretty much the same process. And they are a torque screw bit. Very unusual. Why don't you just use your Phillips head bits? Much easier. Ryobi. Let's whack our pad back on the bottom. Line up those dust holes. And look at that. Perfectly fitting sandpaper. So yeah, have fun picking out some secondhand tools. Go hunting. Beauty. And as always, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Leave a comment below. That would help my channel grow. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be fantastic. Beauty.